Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are gonna do my build your own palette for, what month is it? March. And I'm super excited about this. So actually in front of me, I have my build your own palette. I have the rest of my heavy metals palette. Yes, I have 2 of these palettes now. I just noticed that they're like actually different patterned. So I have my build your own palette here, or build my own palette. Is it a BYOP if it's me filming this for myself? I don't know. And then I have another little single palette here that Haley had gifted me a couple years ago at this point for my birthday. So thank you again, Haley. So I always forget about these 2 palettes when I do my BYOPs. So I wanted to include them in here. But I do first want to show you, a picture of the color story that we had, or how the palette looked when we initially rolled it in. And this is what we're looking like now. It was not a very exciting month in terms of like new pans or anything like that. Like everything got touched in this palette, and that's all that I could really hope for. All except for this shade, which is a Franken shade, so I don't really care if it got touched or not. So I touched every other shadow except for this one time, and I'm super, super excited about that because I want to touch every single shadow in my collection somehow this year. And if I don't, I need to declutter things. So what I'm planning on doing is actually, I'm going to film just me putting this back. I just kind of wanted to show you what these look like. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do a declutter of these 2 palettes. So when you actually see my 2 palettes here, they'll be like beautiful, pristine, and this like declutter video will come later in the month. I'm actually going to be out of town mid-March just for like 5 days, so I'm kind of pre-filming a little bit. Who am I? Went from like being MIA for like months to now I'm like, I'm pre-filming. Who is she? Like, I'm so ready to be back and like actually get the swing of things again. So I am not gonna dilly-dally too long. I'm just going to empty this palette out, tuck everything in these palettes, and then you'll see me probably in about I mean, for you, it'll be like 2 seconds, but for me, it'll be like an hour or so because I am going to declutter. So when we come back, I will probably have like stained arms and everything, and that's fine. So be right back. So this is exciting because I'm so ready to build my own palette for the month, and I'm so excited. I'm looking at this and I'm like, every shade is interesting to me right now. Every single shade, and I'm just want to put everything all over me more than I've already done because I'm like stained to high heavens at this point. So first thing I need to do is just pick out my single that's in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and that is this guy here. This is Stone Face by ColourPop. This is going to live in here. Then I also have a Urban Decay shadow that's in my year-long project pan. So I am just gonna pull that out as well. Oh my gosh, if I can do this without dinging anything, that would be amazing. So that's Maiden here. Give you a little look at it. Beautiful shade. Gonna continue to just live in my palette until it's done. Now I've been wanting to pull more green eyeshadows, and I'm going to let myself pull the green eyeshadows that I want without like feeling like, oh, I need to pull this or I need to pull that. Like, no, I'm gonna let myself enjoy my newly organized singles, and I'm excited about that. I'm debating if I want to pull this one or if I want to pull one of my dandelions though. Kind of want to pull shadows that don't have pan in them. I want to focus on Destiny in my Pan That palette this month, so I kind of want to have something to pair with it, and I think that something is going to be this. I kind of was debating between this one too. One is much more sparkly, one is much more olive toned. Actually, those could work really well together. Tap that on top, kind of. Yeah, why the heck not? I'm gonna pull both of them. It's March, it's time for green eyeshadows, and I am here for it. All right, so we have almost half of our palette accounted for now, which is pretty darn nice to kind of start things off and already, hi, it's me, start things off and already have like the majority of the palette filled out. That never happens for me. I want to pull another single from Urban Decay. This is Twisted. Yeah, that's Twisted. It's just a beautiful gold. I think it'll work really well with the subculture shades that I want to like use this month. I don't know. And I think that's it from my Heavy Metals palette, so that's just gonna go to the side. I'm gonna pull Say I Do by ColourPop. I think that will work really well with Maiden. All right, I have that mint chocolate color in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so I'm thinking I want to pull another mint shade to kind of complement that. And I don't think I've actually used this one yet, and this is Enlightenment. So pretty. I'm gonna pull that. I think I need something to deepen out that mint shade because Destiny's definitely more of that olivey vibe versus I need something like a little bit cooler green, if that makes sense, like one of these two. I think I'm gonna pick this guy, and this is Conjure Up by ColourPop. And then one more shadow. This is like my fastest build your own palette. And I think part of that is because I'm so excited and like with the way that this is now arranged. So I'm just like pumped for it. Oh no, what do I want for this though? I almost think that, because I have All Star in my subculture that could pair with these. What about something to kind of ground this one out a little bit better? And I'm thinking maybe pulling, not that one. I'm gonna just go with a dark brown. I think that grounds this palette really, really well. And this is one of my quickest BYOPs that I've done. Who is getting like ColourPop the Child vibes right now? That's fine. I'm okay with that. This is what my color story is going to be for the month of March. I am leaning hard into the green tones, and I'm so excited about that. I am going to New Mexico like halfway through the month for like 5 days or so. I don't think I will bring this with me, but I might bring a couple singles in this little bit smaller compact, or if I don't know. Maybe we'll do a build your own palette for like New Mexico. I don't know. But these are going to be my focus shades for the month of March. This is actually very pink. I know it looks kind of like brownie in the pan, just paired with everything else. And then the lighting in my basement is not great. But I'm going to put a swatch. You'll see some swatches go up right now. But yeah, that is the palette that we're gonna be focusing on. Let me know if there's color pairings that you would be interested in. Let me know if you wanna see any looks using any of these shades, or if you wanna see anything else using my singles. I don't mind filming anything. Now that they're organized, I'm like ready to go with them. But that is it for my build your own palette. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I truly mean that. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, and until my next video, bye.